Hey guys, Kevpert here with episode 2 of Once I Lose. So, whoops, my bad guys. Didn't realize it was April 1st. I remember just finishing RLS and being like, okay, let's get this video out. I love doing Mondays for that reason. It's just like, start the week off to good start. But yeah, my bad. But anyway, I am back for good, so hopefully this confirms it. Anyway, so I'm playing against Vince, really good player. RLS last couple seasons, maybe the last 3 seasons, like, I'm not sure. And RLCS, I think once. He used to play with Corrupt GG and Bell, if you remember that team in season 2. Anyway, he's really aggressive, uses a lot of boost to set up attacks, he rushes a lot of plays, and he'll put you on the back foot, he'll go for a lot of long shots. Likes to play the game at a fast pace, so see if we can use that to our advantage. Grind his boost down, force him to slow down. So here, I lose the dribble, obviously, pushed out a little bit, and I see that he's facing inside, so I cut behind him, and he makes the mistake. He just whiffs the ball, rushes it, and able to get the goal. Decent kickoff there, going through the ball, just countering what he's done, make sure I get exactly across his swipes, and swipe across the ball, try to keep possession. Alright, so I've messed up the touch there. I noticed he was creeping up, nose forward. In those situations, you want to just take the ball around them and set up your next play at a really high speed. Because it takes some time for them to reorient, half flip, what have you. That didn't work out. So here, yeah, just getting the shot off the kickoff. Make sure I get a good connection. And being able to do that with low boost, super important. It's one of the most necessary skills in once. Sinking your shots without boost. And on the kickoff, it does a couple things. If you get on target, it forces them to make a save, or if it goes in, it goes in. But gets you on the front foot with control. Now, I'm just trying to block any angle he has. He actually surprises me. He drops that ball really fast with the ceiling shots. Really good shot. I thought it hit the ceiling curve. I didn't think he'd read it. But it was just a normal hit. Good job by him. Probably feel like I could save that, though. Good bounce shot. Okay, feel like he's gonna go for a shot. As soon as he goes up for the aerial, he realized that I had all the shots covered, and because he's committed to that aerial, he has to shoot it. So I believe he tried to improvise there, try to get something else, and he threw it high, but he got distracted, missed the connection. Yeah, when you're in a position like that and the opponent's backing off, you really want to take that bounce and slow the game down a little bit. Use that separation for your own advantage. Okay, here, try to cut across the ball, but I didn't do it well enough that I kept possession. He gets 50, takes the ball away from me, scores. Play by him. But it just shows that don't have that efficiency on kickoff yet. Let's see what he's got planned. He's taking it back, that's fine. Just gonna play pads. Alright, so I know Vince. I know he loves these plays. So I just go up early. He would do this all day if he could. He just chips it up, follows it, does it double tap, he'll score. He'll do that in threes, score. He'll beat all 3 players doing that. So I know that's what he wants to do. I just take it away from him. It's just an educated guess. If you know your opponents well enough and their tendencies, it can work out. So this is actually a mistake I make. Based on my emotions, my mentality. Making a mistake, feeling like I should have put that on net, and then trying to make up for that mistake. Getting a little frustrated and going for the shot. Low boost. And one of the things that you have to get good at in threes is putting that to the side and trying to think logically. Think every situation as a new situation. Okay, and not get psyched out. Here I get psyched out. He doesn't bite on anything. I was trying to get him to come at me and do a backflip shot. He just stood his ground, and I lost my composure there. That's for sure. Okay, decent. I just want to stay moderately close. They can't get behind me, but he can't set up a short dribble. Okay, good recovery. Ooh, I felt like I would have scored that. Had it all set up. Alright, I planked my car to the side. I talked about this 50, I think, against J-Bot, episode 1 at the end. The goal that ended the series. I think. No. One of the goals. It's a really nice move you can do with flat cars. Here, I just do the pop, the fake air dribble. Notice he backed off, and then I just took it into an air dribble. Many layers to that play. It's all based on what's the opponent improvising. Here, I don't dive in. I know he doesn't have an angle for shot, but I know he wants to set it up for a rebound, so I just defend the rebound. That's all it is. Okay, I try to preserve this bounce. Trying to set up the backflip shot. He rushes out early. It's good play by him. And he plays out really fast, really well. I thought I covered the angles, but he did even faster than I expected. Caught me by surprise for sure. I've got possession. Where is he? Where is he? Gotta look. I'm just gonna put a shot on. And by doing that, should give me possession. Ball's coming towards me. He's rushing. I just need to beat him. Doesn't need to be on that. Again, going for things he shouldn't be going for, I feel. Will he step out here? Right. Not the best setup. I feel like could have been opportunity to score. And he misses the long shot himself. He probably feels like he should be scoring that. I think so too. Trying to go over demo. Okay. Ooh, not the greatest first touch. He spawns right there. What can you do? Yeah, you probably should have scored that too. Alright, so you can't score here. No need to cover the net. Just start moving out. He goes for this. Alright, now he's going to back off because there's the threat. Nope, he actually goes for it. So probably has no boost at this point. He's going to back off. That ball's right above him. I just go. He did that too many times. I learned eventually that he's just going to rush everything. So I had a gut feeling that he'd go up immediately. I just beat him. That play doesn't make any sense if he just backs off, obviously. So it's based on what the opponent's done. Sometimes you gotta make educated guesses and ones and get you some goals. Alright, bad recovery. I just gotta cover the angles. You can't score. Get maybe a tad lucky that he didn't score directly. He's playing the boost. I don't need to dive in and give him a 50 that he wants. I can just manage the clock here, take it into OT. My kickoff's been pretty good, so that's what I want. Alright, I'm gonna pre-jump that. He can't go low. If he goes low, the ball gets grounded. So I just pre-jump. Easy to cover. And good kickoff. Make sure I get the redirect right. And I score. Alright, so now that that game's out of the way, I got a little break and a free play. So I do want to say thank you for the support for the first video. Honestly, it was crazy. I remember just in the first 30 minutes, my phone was blowing up. There's so many notifications saying you got new comments, and I read every one of them. There's so many nice comments in there. I don't think a single negative one. It just made my day. It's good to be back, and I hope to make more content for you guys. So with that being said, I'll give you guys some channel updates. My plan for now, I just want to get consistent. I'm not going to try to put too much on my plate. So right now I'm doing 5 days on, 2 days off in terms of threes. So one of those days I can just make content for you guys. And I want to do about a video a week. So I was thinking, these one star lose videos are not very difficult to do. So I'll do that every now and then. 3 videos that are kind of in this nature, ones or threes. I don't play twos. I just really don't like it. It's just too slow for me. So if you're hoping for twos content, Kevpert channel is not where it's at. There's so many more players that can do that. And Squishy being a good example, or Lethamir. But yeah, 3 videos like that, and then 1 tutorial a month. And just put it at that for now. Don't want to put too much on my plate. Don't want to psych myself out before I get started. But I have a couple packs that I've gotten to 50 shots. So one is a kickoff consequences or kickoff situations pack. So some redirects, some one possession, setting up your own shot, and being clinical. 'Cause that's, I would say, about 30% of Fairy Peak goals come from just getting possession off the kickoff. If he's not scoring immediately, he's getting possession and scoring on that possession, or using that possession to disorganize the opponent and then get control and just control the opponent and never let go of possession until he scores. So 30%, maybe it's even more than that. That's just a ballpark figure. And then the other pack is the one I'm going to do next week, is the long shots pack. And I've just finished that. 50 shots. It uses Bakkesmod. It uses starting momentum. It has some where you start in the air, so it mimics like recovery. A lot of aerial shots. It has limited boost. I think it's like set at 35 boost or so. So you have to focus on getting good connections. And Bakkesmod actually was a patch recently. So the developer, Bakkes, he did a goal mesh update, or you can actually put in a goal and block certain parts of the net. So I'll be including that as well. It's a fantastic tool, and I hope to show you guys the the full extent of the training you can do with it. These days you can make a really game-like training. Obviously great for ones where maybe it's a little difficult to set up shots where you have to pretend like you have low boost in custom training, or yeah, that's pretty much it. Where you have to work on your pathing and then do an aerial shot. That's a big part of ones. Make sure you have a good connection, because you don't have any boost to recover. You got to score on that play, or you got to disorganize the opponent enough that you can recover. So that kind of wraps up my plans. I just want to be consistent, and a bunch of ideas in terms of tutorial content. Once I lose, hopefully this becomes a regular thing. You can do some tournament play every now and then. And back in the day, I used to do a lights out channel. It was pretty small, and we would just upload tournament stuff, but I think we do want to get back into that and try to expand it and try to give you guys an inside look what a pro team or what a team that wants to go pro looks like. And we've built a fantastic org. I got so many guys, great players. I got coaches, admin staff that I built over the years that I'm really proud of. I do want to put that on display sometime. So here, testing the anonymizer. You see he's got a bot name, so I have no idea who he is. Anyway, notice he's trying to take control here, so I make sure he doesn't get a clean possession. Rush him a little bit. Alright, just trying to get him back off these high bounces. Okay, faking. Okay, just absorbing the 50, controlling him. Again, absorbing the 50, controlling him again. I'm gonna attack him early. I know he's low boost. Okay, just trying to get a low 50 there. Again, just controlling him, doing a lot better than the last game here. Alright, he's back to I have no boost. I know he had to go for save, but faking. A little bit better boost management should be my goal. I'm able to keep possession. I don't want to go too far back here because I don't want him to get boost. I want to keep attacking him. And that's a heavy touch, and he goes right to him. So he's going to be able to get boost. I'm going to pre-jump this because I know that's the only thing he's got. Slamming into my crossbar. But now I've got 0. Yikes. Don't go for boost. Make sure I play the position. Okay, he's got possession, but he missed the boost, so he's going to throw it away. Probably go back. I preserve the bounce. Try to cut across. Okay, he's stepping out. I was in control of that situation. That's fine. I was walking in. Guess his recovery wasn't as good as he needed to be. Alright, it's should have been a kickoff goal. Wasn't the greatest kickoff. It's challenging early. I just need to get a 50. And I'm going to be patient here. Right? There's no way he can score unless he goes past the post, so I'm going to use all that time. Where if I don't go early, there's no rebound for him to mop up. So the closer it goes to my post, the more in control of the situation I am. Just getting behind him, and with that, get his boost. Now I get to go behind him again, and I get to block, and I score. So long shots are not always about scoring. It's one of the best ways to disorganize opponent. You get behind them, they use all that boost, and like, oh crap, I gotta get back. They throw away the possession, they can't keep it. And you can get a lot of goals like that. And on the flip side, your role as a defender is to make sure you don't put yourself in position. You make sure you keep that distance manageable so you can cover all of their attacks, or most of their attacks. Good kickoff by him. Ooh, yeah, I've lost confidence in my kickoff there. Psyched myself out. Alright, so he goes for it. I'll just cover all the angles. I'm a little surprised he went for it. Most players will take it up and over because they know you're going to cover that, so they use that knowledge for them. Look at that play. So here, make sure I get possession here. I'm just going to block anything low. Talked about this last week. Don't want to challenge around the net. And you want to stay grounded around your net because you're covering most of your angles anyway. He challenges early. I'm tipping it around him so you can't get it towards the net. Make sure I hit it through the corner. He can get the boost, that's fine, but I have possession, and he's going to have to back off. Take it into a little pop. Quick flip. It should be goal. Ooh, that's a great recovery. Didn't see him. Okay, I got to book it back. He didn't get the connection he needed. Had he got the connection, he would have scored. And I don't get the connection I need. And that should have been a goal, I think. Really, you got to play for these pixel perfect shots. Such an important part of ones. Alright, so he got behind me there. I was a little concerned. Just wanted to contest, cut as many of his angles as possible. Keep it low. Gonna fake that I have no boost. He goes for the boost. Cool. I get to throw it towards his net a little bit. Alright, he's got control. I gotta back off. He's taking this a little slow. He doesn't have the greatest control. Don't want to dive in here. I'll do the side flip, half flip challenge. That's fine. Make sure it goes up the wall. Got plenty. Like, if he wants to score from this angle, fine. I don't think he can do it. Just gonna stay controlled. Really poor power slide by him. Should open up the avenue for the shot, which I don't get with the nose. I get with the roof of the car. That gives him the opportunity to attack. Now here I pre-jumped because I had a feeling he'd do that, but at the same time, that's a perfect opportunity for him to fake. And if he fakes, he goes right under me. So he has two really good options: the low 50 and the high shot. I just take away one of them, the more obvious one. And more clinical players, they would absolutely kill you in those situations. So that's something you got to keep in mind. If you feel like you're getting frustrated when you play ones and you're like, I'm put in this spot where I have to defend so many options, think back to what put yourself in that spot. You know, why did you lose control? Was it lack of efficiency in terms of like maybe preserving a bounce or cutting across, or your dribbles too straight at the opponent and then they counter and they get possession? Or you just messed up on your kickoff, or whatever it is. You know, look back. Use that frustration as a little tool to show you your weak points in terms of controlling the opponent. That's all this game is. I mean, ones is really all about consistency. The top players will win, no joke, like 90% of their games against a player like me. Yes, I still have some players. There's many players I've never beat. You know, guys like First Killer or Squishy. Gotten close, but never beat. And so, guys that are in the top 20, 30 in ranks, they will still smoke you, even if you're low top 100. It's not like you'll get a game every now and then. I mean, they're so consistent. They put you in those spots where they have created 2 or 3 options for themselves, and they have superior mechanics to even capitalize and create situations where they're like, they got the flip reset, the air dribble, the bump. You know, we saw Mektos kind of do that last week. Really scary stuff. And one's a different animal. There's if you're a lower level player, they always beat you. It's not like in threes where there's some chaos involved, where a 50-50 can lead to a goal or something, and a weaker team can beat a better team. No, they're so consistent at the top end now. So for me, it's been about, okay, how do I control the opponent? And that's what I'm working towards. This is practice for me. And actually, I do get some benefit from analyzing my own play and sharing it with you guys, because it shows me my weak points. Like, obviously, one of the things I identified in the last replay and I fixed was my long shots and my kickoffs. I'm really trying to work towards that, getting possession and being more efficient on the possession. Is it where I need it to be? No, not yet. But it's resulting in quite a bit of goals. Even if it's not a goal, it's disorganizing the opponent. So look at this. Ooh. So I guess we're going to the game. So I'll talk about my team situation next. After this game. So playing Vince again. Honestly, we know he's an aggressive player. Try to think about his tendencies. Ceiling shots. But kickoffs, not so strong. I've been dominating kickoffs against him. And just trying to make sure I get the boost. He can get possession. I'm not gonna dive in. Stay low. Don't dive in. He wants you to dive in and control you. Alright. Oh, he misses the boost, so lack of efficiency there. Now he can't really make the play that he wants. Make sure I drop off for the air dribble. Ooh, what's he gonna do? Ceiling shot? No, he's done it early. So I covered my angles. And yeah, ooh, I should have scored that. Maybe that's something I should put in my my long shots pack. I need efficiency there. It's a tough shot, but it's a shot that you're gonna have to start making. The higher and higher level you go. So not the best recovery. Try to recover. And I dive in after. So again, I make a mistake. I try to make up for that mistake, and it burns me. So I need to get in the habit of becoming more, emotionally stable when I play once. Not the easiest thing. All right, so here, that shot does a lot for me. Right, off the kickoff, I've make sure I get a really good connection. It's on net. It forces him to jump. And because of that, he uses all of his boost. It doesn't allow him to get settled at all, and I can just get an easy rebound setup and get a free shot. So efficiency there. We really see it in play. All right, he's aggressive. Bounce a little high, just try to absorb it. Let's see what he's got. Okay, he loses control there, lack of efficiency. I'm just gonna jump early. I need to, and get around him. Again, he's making that mistake where he points his nose towards the ball and tries to read your touch, and by just going around him, you can score a lot of goals. Cuxer used to do this, but it's a really tough way to play. I gotta say, I used to do that too. It's better to try to shadow and get those half flip challenges, in my experience. Make sure I hit the brakes there so I don't get demoed. Okay, he's coming in for a ball that I am in control of. How I know that is he has to boost a lot to get into position. Alright, I'm surprised he didn't go for the shot there, considering how aggressive he is. But the ball was in my possession. He backed off, went for a demo instead. And make sure I'm just clinical on the delayed dodge, delayed flick. So my old tutorials, delayed flicks, still coming to use with the flat cars. Okay, thinking about the shot here, but he's not close enough for it. I do like hitting those when they hit the wall curve and just do a power shot. Okay, he's got behind me, just trying to cut off all the angles, going for the boost. Where the ball, okay, missed the boost. Here, I'm gonna make sure I cut across here, just watching him. Okay, he dives in, uses a lot of boost, just absorb it with the side of my car. So I'm controlling him this game. I'm playing this one really well, I think. Using his aggression against him, getting him to overcommit. It's pretty neutral. I just want to stay a little close. Sure to deter any setups using that bounce for an air dribble or something like that with 100 boost. I wanted the boost, so I had to pinch the ball. If I leave the ball, he's going to get a demo or he's going to get a goal. One of the two. And then he's going to get a goal anyway. So, again, staying really low. Opting for this boost other than the one heat, in his corner. I don't want to get demoed or anything. And so, not really good with my possession here. I thought he was going to bump me. And he just backed off and collected the rebound. It's pretty smart. I kind of psyched myself out here. And then, didn't have the aerial car control here. Even though I worked really hard on it, with the upside down stuff. Reverse gravity. Didn't come to my rescue there. Get this boost. Okay, so he set this up really far away, so I'm not too concerned. And he hit a really nice shot. And then managed to save it. So I get a little lucky there. I was not afraid of that shot at all until I saw it was like a perfect shot. So something I have to keep in mind when I play Vince in the future is sealing shots off the kickoff especially. Okay. Alright, and here, stay really low and I control and I block all the angles. Don't panic in those situations. By staying grounded, you can save a lot of the angles. And by staying close to the ball, you can make a save. So here, I know he's going to touch the ball. He has to, because he knows that I've opened it otherwise. I just collect the boost. So here, pretty interesting. I was taking into account his car position. I was trying to hit it into him, into the goal. Use his deflection. But he's able to fake it and go for the demo instead with the delayed hit. So I misopened that. A really smart play from him. I overcommit here. Get a little boost, a lot of momentum. Recovery's bad. He has a better recovery. Bumps me in the process. Good job by him. Okay. Trying to get behind him a little bit. See what he does. Just side plank there. Make sure I get a good 50. Realize I don't have a lot, so I just improvise. I don't want to get demoed here. A lot of players will go in and they'll get demoed because the opponent will just side swipe them there. So yeah, don't want to get demoed. And this will allow me to waste some time on the clock. His power slide looks a little weak there. Make sure I go over him. Don't want to get bumped. Tripped up. I have plenty of boost. Ooh. Yeah, that's a mistake. I think the idea was fine because I didn't want to hit it back to him because he's already playing for the rebound here. Right? He's backing off. And I wanted to control it. I just didn't take into account the wall bounce. Sometimes those are pretty deceptive when it hits the wall curve like that and just bounces it out that little bit. Still savable if I double jump though. Who's gonna go early? I know he's gonna have to challenge. Alright, so this time I just need to get a good kickoff. Melt some time off the clock. Works for me. He's gonna go for boost, so I'll just toss it up high. And maybe we can get one more goal. Nice connection. So GG's. Really tough opponent, but he's the kind of opponent I've played many times against. And he's not efficient enough to really hurt me. You'll see. You'll see in the games I lose. And it's usually not it's usually due to the quality of the opponent or how good they are controlling me. And so I'm not at the level yet where I can control the top players. So yeah, so while we have this break, I can talk about my team situation. I was actually, at the time of the last video, I was without a team. But I was only LFT for a few hours, actually. So the first thing I did was found my new teammates. They're already in my org. Toe and goalie. Toe I've known for years now. He's been with us for a long time. Really good player. He used to play with Nomad and Aeon. They were a game away from qualifying for RLRS a couple seasons ago against the dudes, and then they were 2 games away qualifying against Splice. He made huge strides that season. He's come back. He played for Lone Wolves as the goalie, and so we did some roster shuffles. I think some people want some different teams anyway in the org. Kept everyone in org. So although I do miss Mikey and AJ, and those are good guys, they had to quit for career reasons. I'm really excited to be working with hungry guys. And I made this decision because rather than go look for teammates, I knew I had good guys that I wanted to develop. I know they're coachable. They're dreams for coaches. And yeah, I mean, they've got fantastic attitudes. And I think one of the questions I get asked quite a bit is like, hey, you know, I don't have teammates. What should I do? You know, I feel like there's nothing to play for in this game if you don't play threes. And one of the things you have to do is sell a vision. That's the biggest thing. You know, whether you're a champ 2 or I was, you know, in the past, and I was teaming with some of my guys, you have to sell a vision of, okay, here's the place we want to go, and we all desire that. You have to make sure everyone's on the same page. You're all the same goal, and here's how we're going to get it. And so for me, I sold a vision of, hey, if you come with me, we'll be successful. If you come with me, I'm not going to stress the results. I know we're competitive, but I'm not going to stress the results. I'm going to stress the improvement. If we get the improvement, we're successes. And so, you know, I was able to do that throughout the org. That's part of the culture I built. When we recruit players, that's what we look for. We look for coachability. We look for, you know, if they're personable, if they're good people, they have good values. And if they fit those criteria, you know, we're willing to overlook some aspects of their play because they'll improve. As long as they have the ability to grind this game and they're coachable, they will be successes with us. It's just a fact. Because the coaching at this point has gotten to a really good level. You know, I thank Mikey, I thank AJ, I thank Van, who's another teammate of ours, for really pushing, you know, my ability as a coach. Because for a long time we weren't getting the results that we wanted, the improvement that we wanted. And I was, I looked at myself and I said, well, you know, what do I have to do as a coach? And for me, I had a lot of ideas and I didn't have a way to teach them visually. And so I went and got the replays. I showed the theory in action. And that's kind of what became the basis of our game model. And that's what we're working on. And because I made videos, I was able to show the whole org, you know, what we're doing. So now I have Tone Goalie. They've been exposed to my ideas for months now. They've been executing it in their own way. And now all it takes for me is just focus them a little bit. So it's Sunday today. You know, I was done with play-ins on Saturday. The rosters got changed, and I took a little break from Sunday to Thursday, just making some tactical videos and stuff. But mostly just taking a break from Rocket League. Longest break I've had in a long time. And you know, we've been playing only 3 days, but wow, have these guys improved so much. It's crazy. Sometimes it gives me goosebumps. Just how crazy the rate of improvement's been. It's like they knew all the ideas and they just need that little bit of focus in taking the theory to the next level, operationalizing in our play. So, you know, when I say theory, I mean things like principles of the game, right? So, one of the principles of the game, and we talk about in ones, is if the opponent's disorganized, we penetrate to disorganize them further to create chances for even easier goals, right? So things like that. And you know, they derive from soccer. There's a lot of theory there. Soccer's been around since the 1880s, right? So there's a lot of tactical insight. We can steal. We don't have to redevelop here. We just have to adapt it to Rocket League in terms of momentum and rotation. So anyway, getting back to the task at hand. This is the player we faced in the second game. Miss open net, but able to follow it up. Don't get too bothered by the misses. You're going to miss these every now and then. I saw Fairy Peak miss some of those against K-Dot recently, but it's whatever. Don't get too bothered by your misses. They happen. Can't be perfect. Alright, so here I just fake the challenge. I know he has to block because if I go, then I can score. And I know he's low boost, so he gets the ball away. He doesn't keep his composure. I'm able to spin around the ball, get a good power slide and shot. Not an easy technique, but that's something I've been practicing. Those power slides and shots. I just control the ball there to the corner, try to get the boost. Just fake here. I don't have boost, so I'm not gonna panic and throw the ball away. Taking to 50. We can get a couple pads. Okay, he's taking that really high, so My concern is 0. You can see from his perspective here, as a Bakkesmod feature, that setup is way too high for him to really challenge any or threaten any dangerous shot. Even if he does shoot, it's probably just gonna land right in front of the goal, and I can just take that. Alright, get the backwards wave dash into the half flip. That's key. Now I get a really good connection with the long shot, really good arrow shot. I'll be able to get his boost, disorganize him a little bit, throw that really high, land well, get the boost, get the other boost, get the other boost. Okay, now he's gonna have to give me possession. He can touch the ball, but now I'll get behind him. I don't think he was expecting it. I saw a little gap there behind him, and with the long shot being that quality, I can get behind him. He's forced to defend that from the ground because he's rushed back, because he's concerned about whether it's going in or not. I'm able to just follow up on the rebound. So that's a lot of what ones is, right? Those long shots. So that's just a sneak preview to what my pack is gonna look like. This is not my pack, but you can see the goal mesh, one of the tools you can use on the PC when you have Bakkesmod. So I kind of introduce these tools next week in the tutorial, long shot tutorial or one shot tutorial. So this Magic Bear, he actually he won the Goldstone wheels, which is like $800 value from Linker. Linker had like a $3,000 challenge, putting up all his alpha items, and he had this like skills challenge. And Magic Bear is one of the players that won it. I think he won. He was the second person to win it, so he got the gold stones. Really good player. I've seen him a lot in 3s and 2s, and yeah, a lot of respect for his game. Good kid too, from what I can tell. Met him a lot in 3s. Yeah, it's just a solid player. Okay, so taking this a little slow. I know I can't go over him. I can't take it around him, so I just take him to 50. See what he's got. He's trying to get behind me and just create as much depth as possible. And here, that's not a good touch. He gets a really good catch here off the pop. He's able to score. So, little loss of composure there. He's able to completely read me and get the first touch. So maybe I should have taken it to the corner. Even though it's a save, I can dictate a little more about what he can do, right? Make his gaining a possession a little tougher. All right, that's really good touch. You can see this is one of my weaknesses when people do these scrub kickoffs, and they go back the same way. And if I don't adjust to it, if I don't read it, I get in trouble. Here I'm reading his play, so I get a nice little fake. I give up the net, but I know he can't really score in that position. So now he's got no boost. He's overcommitted. I can't score in 1 touch, but I can set it up in 2. And it's a really efficient shot. Really important ones to be able to do that at full speed. Get those efficient setups. Alright, flip cancel into the Powerslide. Just land. Alright, just looking for him. Okay, he's pretty far away. That bounced a little higher than I wanted, so I have to take this. Lose my composure a little bit. Okay, I could throw some fakes here. Ooh, and I think here, I didn't expect him to challenge so early. And I could have taken that into a side plank 50. But he rushes the shot and ended up scoring. But I could have kept more control of the situation. That's what I gotta look for against this kind of player, where they're really efficient. Ooh, ball comes out a little bit. Trying to get the pop there, but I mistime it. Pretty tough. And now he's threatening the air dribble, which can be always an air dribble bump. Maybe I can score here. Ooh, and that, yeah, that's a little painful. Like, I need to be scoring those. Now I have 0 boost. Obviously, I have to recover. He gets to recover, and now he gets possession and 100. And now I'm in a disadvantaged state. He's taking the ball away. Good control from him. I have to back off again. Don't want to overcommit. Don't want him to get behind me. Still, I don't have possession. And he surprises me with a really good power slide into a pop. He controls me again. Not to back off. This is a pretty bad situation to be in. Okay. I don't rush out, though. Make sure you delay 50. But he gets possession again. It's a little frustrating. Trying to get a demo or something. He does well. Gets the boost. End up backing off. And now that backing off with 15 boost, probably a mistake. I probably should have stayed closer. You can see here I'm in a position where I have to defend multiple options. So he has the air dribble bump. He has the fake air dribble. He has the normal air dribble. He has the flip reset. He has the double tap. There's like so many I have to do. So you can improvise that based on what I do. I go up early. He goes up above me. He gets the double tap. I can't get the back wall read anymore. Maybe if I'm a little better, you know, I could. But anyway, not the best play for me here. Lose control of the ball. He gets behind me a little bit on the kickoff. So lacking that efficiency that he's been showing. He's been controlling me. I'm not dive in here. It's important you don't flip. Alright, he doesn't have much. I'm just gonna take this under my control. Try to take it across. Alright, it looks like he missed a wave dash. So I can just set that up and strike it in. But the crossover was key there. So then he has to rush out and try to cover my angles. Or be put in a position where I create multiple options for myself. Okay, so here I had a pretty efficient setup and he gets me with a fake challenge. And I should have known that he wouldn't have been able to cover my shot had he backed off. I get kind of a little scared. He gets a really efficient, clinical long shot off the save. Throwing a nice one there. But because he's in a disadvantaged state there, I could have taken that ball, let it bounce, slowed it down, and got my own shot in. And probably scored on that play, or at least disorganized the opponent. Okay. He probably could have scored there had he gone for aerial bump play. But sometimes the one's about what you want to do. You want to score a flip reset, so that's what you go for, rather than something you know that works. So it didn't work out for him. I get an easy goal. Again, I'm just trying to create as much depth as possible. I don't want him to get behind me. And here's a chance for a long shot. I don't put on net. Had I put on net, he has to dig that out. I can get a little closer. He'd be more disorganized. And he doesn't have the shot. That's a really good shot. You know, the wave dash into the half flip. But I need to be clinical with my touches. I haven't been. And that's been the story of this game. Not just scoring, but disorganizing. Since I've been doing that, I haven't had any control. There I had a really heavy touch towards his net, and he gets the score here on the counter. While I'm backing off a low boost. So that's what's let me down this game. Yeah, not the greatest shot. Had I gotten a better connection, probably could be a goal. That's an insane save. I just gotta take this early, try to force it in. Not much I can do at this point, so that's gonna be GG's. You know, it was a good series. So if you've, hopefully you guys have learned some things as it gets in this last goal. And you know, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Hopefully I can do this on a consistent basis. Just build good habits. That's my goal. And bring content for you guys that you guys enjoy and helps you improve. And yeah, glad to be back. And hopefully you guys have a good one. Have a super day.